Hello, welcome to another episode of Tell Me Why. And it's a story time today. Today I'm gonna tell you, to whoever needs to know, that what made me stop believing in God, what made me an atheist, what made me a non believer, what made me a de facto atheist, what made me agnostic in the first place, and then my journey from agnostic to atheist. So, without any further ado, let's start the video. So, call, I mean, way back in 2015, I was not 2015, 2014. I was taken to this prayer meeting in, like, it's in a place in Hyderabad, along with my family, and the pastor was, uh, what do you call, doing these miracle prayers and was doing some healing, and people were claiming that my cancer is cured, my HIV is cured, my stomach ulcer is cured, yada yada yada. And I was too naive to see through the lines, and I was like, wow, the God I believe in is the real God. He's doing all this. Uh, I should be, praying to Him, and I should devote myself to Him. And, I never questioned anything, I just believed it. So, unfortunately, I was in a relationship back then, and I went to my ex and I was like, I've been to this prayer meeting yesterday. The God I believed in, the God I believe in, is the real God, and you should also believe in Him. And she belonged to a Hindu Brahmin background, and she was like, why would I do that? And how can you be so sure and that whatever you saw is real? Unknowingly, she sparked the curiosity in me, and I was, asking her to do it, and she was refusing. So this became like a very ugly, dirty argument. So I said to her, okay, give me 1 week, I'll give you the proof. And I kept researching from every side, like from Hindu POV, Muslim POV, Christian POV, atheist POV, agnostic POV. And I realized one thing, that in every religion, they believe that their God is true and everyone else is non existent or is just made up. And then I came across this Facebook group called Christians versus Atheists, and Atheist Republic and Atheist Community. There was this real good man called Alan Whistler. He was so patient, and he guided me through, like, he answered all my questions basically. And there is this other Facebook friend of mine called William Anderson. He was there too, and they very nicely cleared all my doubts, and that started making more sense than what I was made to believe from childhood. And this was way back in 2015. I finally decided to leave my faith, and I left it, but somewhere deep down I was still skeptical because it's deep rooted in my psyche and all that, the indoctrination. So, all that in 2019, all of a sudden, my grandmother fell sick. So sick that she was hospitalized, she was unconscious for a week, and we used to gather around, and I wholeheartedly prayed that if you really are there, cure her. She doesn't deserve to suffer and all that. But all those prayers went in vain. She passed away. I was disheartened, I was angry, all that angst, and I was like, fuck it, fuck God, it's not there. I knew he was not there, but I gave it a chance, I gave it a try. And people kept telling me that she's old and she eventually had to pass out and all that. But a year later, I mean, it's the same year, my sister, my sibling, she got diagnosed with AML, acute myeloid leukemia, and a year later she passed away too. I mean, we went to every prayer meeting. I mean, my Moses took her to every prayer meeting and every possible pastor. We tried every diet and not even chemotherapy worked. And she was like me. She questioned everything. And in her final days, she was like, you know, pray for me. She believed more in God. She believed more in prayer. And then she was taken away. And for that, my family came up with the stupid excuse that when the pastor prayed, he took away the demon possession inside her. So she died, or else the cancer would have killed her like within 5 days of being traced. But since she was possessed, she stayed alive for a year. What a ridiculous claim is that? And I was still recovering from her because I grew up with her like for 20 years. And a year later, I lost my uncle who was very close to me. So it's not because these bad things happened to me. I believe I lost faith in God. I lost faith in God, and these bad things just added up onto it. And like Billy Witches just says, well, if not for that invisible cunt. I mean, show yourself. Come on.